Welcome to Seeing Dead People, the mystery storytelling podcast with a clairvoyant twist. We end every episode with Darcy answering a question from a listener about her psychic process. Okay, before I let you go, listener's question?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so in our recent Seeing Dead People episode 29, we met Dinah's ghost, right?
Yeah.
She was being harassed by a ghost in her home in North Saanich. You mentioned she had spirit guides and she should seek their assistance. Great. Now, one of our listeners, Billy, thought this was really intriguing and he wanted to understand more about spirit guides. How does one get a spirit guide? Or do we always have them and we just have to kind of tune into them? How do we recognize who they are? And how do we communicate with them? Would you mind giving us a little tutorial on spirit guides?
Sure. I think we're all born with them, okay? That they can change as we age and everything.
Oh, okay.
And then some of our family who pass over tend to look after us as well.
Okay.
I normally do a meditation if I feel like I've got someone new around me. So I'll do a meditation, and what I'll do is ask them 3 times, what is your name, what is your name, what is your name? So if I get the repeat of the name 3 times, then I know this is my spirit guide. If I only get it once or twice and I ask them to move on, that I'm not the person they think they should be with.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And to me, the only way to actually, short of seeing a psychic medium or someone who can divine the spirit guide, to me, the most important thing is to do the meditation. That's how you find out who it is.
Okay, so you mentioned, before you do the meditation, you mentioned, if I feel someone.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, sometimes it's an energy and it's like the goosebumps. I'll walk through something and it's go, okay, or I'll get this image, don't do it. Okay.
Okay.
So then I'm going, who's talking to me?
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll do a meditation to say, what's your name, to 3 times. Then I'll do another, once I have the name, I'll ask them, was that you? And then I tend to use it. But a lot of times, most of us never meet our spirit guides. I've had guides that I've never learned the name.
Okay.
I just know that someone's there. Like, you know, when you have a close call, you're getting ready to cross the road, and all of a sudden you step back and a car comes
barreling by.
And that's your spirit guide sort of reining you in. So you don't always get to know your spirit guide.
And how do you communicate with them?
I do a meditation.
So what does that mean to you? What does doing a meditation mean to you?
I will find a nice quiet spot. I turn my phone off.
Yeah.
And I might put on a little light music so I can get in this space. And I'll write down on a piece of paper 3 times, what is your name?
You actually write down the sentence.
I'm looking for my spirit guide. Please give me your name 3 times.
Okay.
And then I'll just go. Sometimes I'll get a message right away. Other times it may be a couple of days that I run into 3 Steves.
Oh.
Okay. Or Steve 3 times.
Okay.
So sometimes it's not always a direct, here's the name. Other times it's someone who will represent the name. Like, or someone will say something to you and you just know it's right. It's never as clear as, oh, I'm going to write my name on this piece of paper for you.
Is it ever as clear as when you ask, what is your name, you get Henry, Henry, Henry?
Sometimes, yeah. I've had it so that I've gotten 3 names in a row. And other times it's like I'll get the 2 names and then nothing. And then if I was to come out of the meditation and someone said that name again, then I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this your
My
own method?
Yes.
No one's taught you this necessarily?
No.
You've just learned how to do this over your lifetime?
Yes.
Okay. So how would someone like me, who may or may not think that they even exist, but would try to think they would exist, how would I maybe tune myself, if I were Billy, for example, tune myself into to learn, do I have a spirit guide, and how do I help get to know them or feel them?
Okay. So first of all, belief is a little bit of a given here. Okay.
I get you. Yeah.
You have to believe.
Yeah. Okay.
I would align myself. So I do a meditation and make sure all my chakras are aligned, because, you know, when you don't believe, you've got to bring those into alignment.
Okay.
And then for you, I'd probably do 3 or 4 days of meditation and 5 minutes. That's all you need.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to go down. Mind you, I did find out really recently that does work on things.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to do more than 5 minutes. And it's really, okay, I'm looking for my spirit guides. Are you able to help? Or can you tell me the name of my spirit guide? do I have a spirit guide? And it's funny because as I say that out loud, I'm hearing, nope, you're out of luck today. So then I've got to rely on my own wits.
So the spirit guide then isn't always there.
Not always. Most of the time, your guide comes out in a period of time when you need them the most.
Okay.
Like I said, you're walking across the bridge, or don't go left, go right.
Okay.
You just have this overpowering feeling to do something contrary to what you want to do. Okay, so don't rob the bank is common sense, and no spirit guide would tell you to do it.
All right. Somebody's running across the road, and you're saying spirit guide could pull them back. Why doesn't the spirit guide always pull them back? Why do they ever get hit? Is it because they're not listening?
Destiny.
Okay, then we have another question. Okay, we'll hold that because I'm sure that's going to go out, could be a good one. So we're going to talk about destiny next time. Thank you, Darcy. That was fascinating. And I got to say, you're a whiz, amazing with those cards. And I will take a quick photograph of the ones we've used because people will be astounded by how you figured out. Well, of course, as you say, you understand to read the card, but that card can represent anything. A million things. It's how you interpret it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just look at it and go, it's two dinky-looking elfin people dancing.
Yeah, but see here, I came into this with the idea we're going to be looking for dead people. Okay?
Well, that's a given, like our belief.
Yes.
Yes, that's our fundamental belief on seeing dead people.
So then when I'm handling the cards,
they're
putting that energy in for me to interpret. Okay. If I read this any other way for just a normal reading, none of that would have shown up.
Yeah, well, that's just blindingly strange. I mean, it's just so weird that would be the truth.
I know, and it's fun.
It is fun, but it's good.
All the tarot cards are, whether I do a psychic reading or a mediumship reading, they're an opening of a door.
Okay.
So all they do is open up a door and allow me to put together a picture. And that picture sometimes can be a little fuzzy, and it can cross over because it's such a large time frame. It's like, where are we? That was, what year was that? 1922?
Yeah.
And
it's exactly 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I know, and I can't believe how you can somehow snatch out of what I call the air, out of your head, off these cards, enough energy, electricity, ideas to tell us a story.
Because it was a violent death. And violent deaths tend to leave pictures.
Do they? And they also, you mentioned in the past, they leave a lot of energy too.
Yes.
Yeah, and we certainly focus on that on seeing dead people. Okay.
All right.
Super. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me again.
This has been a presentation of Radio Sydney.